Hello everybody, it's Christine. Let me adjust that, it's crooked, it's bugging me. It's time for a scrapbook process video. It's the first, so we are doing is the first Saturday. So the hop I'm participating in, I've got two of them actually, is Stamp and Stencil Savvy. So that used to be Stamp It Like It's Hot last year, but the team wanted to kind of add some stencil work in this year, so they called it Stamp and Stencil Savvy. And I skipped January because it was Organize Your Stamps, or how you organize your stamps. And y'all, my stamps aren't terribly organized, so I didn't play that one. But this month is Stamp a Journal Spot, or Stamp a Journal Square, or something like that. And so I pulled out this kind of older stamp from 2007, you guys, by Scrap Pack Ink. No idea. But it's this nice little journaling thing here. So I think I'm going to use this. And then the other thing I'm participating in is Follow a Sketch February. So let me show you. It is by Pam Callahan. And she's done something really interesting, and I'm going to have to mess with this, you guys. There's a star here, and then the papers are kind of cut, you know, around the stars or whatever to kind of come out. And then she's got technically two photos, but I'm going to put my journaling spot here, I think. And then I guess the embellishments are kind of coming up this way. Now, she's given measurements, which is kind of interesting. Maybe that's the square you can cut and then make it work. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. I'll have to look at that. And then if that's how that works, that's going to be kind of nice. And then what I have also, so I have my star dies. Now she's drawn on there 5x5. This isn't technically 5 inches across. I think it's 4.5 or something. Yeah, it's 4.5. So I'm a tad small, but I'm not going to worry about it. And then I have this collection called, sorry about the crinkly crinkles. This is my daughter's picture. This is what I'm going to do. Isn't that pretty? She was doing like a modeling shoot. And it's called Practically Perfect. So I'm sure there's stuff in here I can use. At least I haven't even looked. I just happened to see that horizontal photo and I thought I'll use that. But there's plenty of patterns here to use. This could be fun. Oh, look at the pretty florals. Yeah, there's lots of little patterns here. So this could be interesting. I wonder if I could make a couple of these one of the small patterns on the sheet, on the sketch maybe. I don't know. Okay, so that's what we're starting with. The first thing I'm going to do is figure out my, oh, so by the way, since I have a horizontal picture, I'm actually going to rotate this. So it's going to be like this, basically. And so that's one thing I want to mention. So let me figure out. The star should almost be, I don't want to use the word solid, but it seems like it needs to kind of be, I don't know. I feel like it needs to almost be like a little darker color. That's what's on the sketch anyway. What if it's this red polka dot? I like the red or the blue. I don't know about the red in the one sense because I'm liking this floral a lot and I don't see red, although the darn papers are all together. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I think the scarf's probably going to be, I might make it this. I might make it that. Oh, that's cute. Some butterflies. That's a good little paper too. Okay. Let me cut my star. Oh, that means I got to get my big shot. I'll cut my star and figure out what I'm going to do in the way of, I think I want to use a white piece of cardstock as the background. That's kind of what it shows on the sketch in a way. So I think I'll do that and I'll make these colors kind of pop. So let me grab my cardstock, grab my big shot, and we'll start there and I'll be back on in a minute. Okay, you guys, so what I've done so far, I went ahead and I decided against white and went with pale peach, pink color, I guess. And I've cut out these patterns here and I cut my star out. And so basically based on my rotated sketch, it's going to be at a slight angle. And what I'm kind of debating at this moment is I think I'm going to use, I think, the die to cut, let me see just a minute. If I do that, this may have to come up just a tad like that. So this is a mental, for me, let me put it this way. There is probably somebody that has a better trick, but I think I'm going to use it like this. And so like this, and I'm going to use a little washi tape here and I'm going to run it back through the die cutting machine. The tricky part, now that I say that, is the bigger pieces is not going to fit in my big shot. I can do these small pieces though, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oops, not that piece. Not there. Not there. I can do the small pieces. So I'll do this. And hope I haven't guessed this wrong. Let me see. If I turn it like this, yeah, it'll fit. So let's run this through here. And you guys keep your fingers crossed for me. I've been scrapbooking a long time, but that does not mean that you can't learn new things. Okay, so and what I mean by that is we learned how to do new things. I saw something not too long ago that I was learning how to do. It was well, shoot, what was that shape that we had to make? It was a shape, I remember now, and I don't remember the actual shape. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like this. And then what's going to have to happen is this comes out. I'm going to have to trim this. I think I'm going to glue this down because I think I'm going to confuse myself otherwise if I keep trying to move this thing. Now, if I do this, I think I need to, it kind of comes down like this. It kind of comes down like a lot, well, it kind of comes down like along this angle. So, where's my pencil, you guys? Sometimes I go, Christine, what did you do with your pencil? I have a pencil. Okay, let me find my pencil because I don't want to use a pen on this. So hang on just a second. Okay, I found my pencil. It was in my cup that I put my water for my paintbrush. I don't know why it was there. So if I do this, let's do this, and I'll cut this and let's see. Okay, so give me just a minute. Okay, you guys, this layout, I was on the struggle bus. I don't know what, I must just not be a paper piecer, generally speaking. So I go through and I initially did use the die to cut the very first little shaped piece, and then kind of realized that the other ones were going to be too big and this and that. So I just decided to use my pencil and the star as a, you know, a little template. And I'm gluing these things down. Now, I'll be honest with you, this red piece right here and that butterfly piece, I'll get my other two pieces glued down, and then I'm going to realize it's not right, you guys. Something about, well, when I looked at the sketch, the red should have been longer over to the left and like more of an angle, because I've got this butterfly paper that would end up looking kind of like a square, and I'm like, that's not right. And it just kept itching my eyeballs. It wasn't right. So off camera, I'm actually going to fix it. So I apologize. I didn't know I was going to fix it until I realized it was so messed up. So the next little bit here, you're going to see, I'm still working around my corner here. This is not, I haven't realized it yet, or I don't think I've realized it. Yeah, I haven't realized it yet. I also messed up because I realized this little piece here is too short. And so when I'm messing with this down there on the lower left, I go, well, heck, the little stripe here is not long enough, because it's got to go, I don't know how to explain it, but like it's got to meet kind of where the little seams and stuff are. And I realized it wasn't tall enough, and I have to be able to cut it like at little angles and weird things. So I got the little bit longer one. Thankfully, I had a little bit bigger piece left, so I was able to cut on it. Now you can see I have fixed that red polka dot. Now, I'll be honest with you, I had to piece that together because I had cut the one piece and didn't have a big enough one to recut. So I did cut it. There is a little seam, but frankly, once I get through embellishing and all that, you can't tell. So I'm really happy with it. I will tell you, this design though, this one was a challenge, y'all. So if you're looking for, now I say all that and you may be able to paper piece this thing just happy as a clam, and I don't know. Honestly, it might have been easier to take a 12 by 12 and maybe use that star and then create a little template to then lay the papers down on top of the pattern paper. That might have been what I should have done. I would have been able to, if you'd like draw it, right? Like if you lay your little piece of like thinner piece of paper, like a white piece of paper over your thing and then draw the lines and stuff like that, I would have been able to see a little better as opposed to just going ahead and cutting my pattern. So I think if I ever do something like this again, I will actually use a little template and cut, similar to like a starburst. I've done a starburst and using a template. I should have probably done that here. I'm happy with how it turned out, but I'm not going to lie. I was like, holy cow, this is taking me forever, and I don't think I'm doing everything right. But in the end, I think it does turn out really pretty. I will say, though, so I've got the photo. I've rotated it. I mentioned that. And I've got my photo where she had it on the sketch, but I try to put my little journaling block here, which is kind of where the sketch showed the other photo, but I decided I don't like that. It just, something doesn't feel right about it. Maybe because it's a journaling spot versus a photo or something. So I'm going to actually pull that up and to the left, over to the left of the photo here. I do put that little Daydreamer thing down first because I'm like, okay, that kind of makes some sense. Although in all fairness, the sketch showed the diagonal embellishment dots or whatever you want to call them coming up, you know, up from the lower left to the upper right from now that I've rotated it, and the title on the star. But I just, the way I've got my orientation, the way my photo's facing and all that, it didn't feel right. So I'm going to actually, I fast forward these stickers for just a second, but I moved that journaling spot up there to the left and I put the little Daydreamer title on the top of it. And then I realized my photo, while I do have a white cardstock mat, I want something else. I need that blue kind of brought in over there a little bit. So I find this floral and I mat my photo with the little blue floral. And I'm enjoying this a lot. I now feel like my colors are kind of flowing around the page a little bit better. And I've got that blue kind of popping in here and there. And so it's looking better to me. Now I've gone through the sticker sheet and I took all the stickers that were not wordy bits and put them along the top, except for the one piece that says have courage and always be kind. I did like that one, so I set that one aside. But everything else is the not wordy bits. Has nothing to do with these pictures at all because I have like a little carousel horse, I have a frame, I have a little carpet bag. There's some books in there I'll end up using. Actually, I don't know if I pulled those off yet. Those may still be on the sticker sheet. I got some little flowers. There's a little cupcake. There's a little teapot on the round thing. Just all kinds of random little things. But I do kind of build that diagonal embellishment thing, except for the little, like I said, except for that journaling spot. I actually also end up pulling off a little label that says practically perfect. And I start to put it on the right-hand side. I may do that in just a second. I'm not sure if I don't know how quickly I do that. I did add some stickers to my little journaling spot, though. I'm going to add some little journaling about how this was like a modeling shoot and that sort of thing, and how she's, I don't know, I've got to think about it. I'm going to type it out and kind of make sure I have my thoughts organized before I start writing on that Daydreamer journaling spot, but I think that's going to be a nice spot to put a little story about her. There's a little butterfly sticker. Let's see what else I got going on here. What have I got in my hand there, y'all? I can't see it. Maybe it's a little, what is that? I think it's a flower, maybe another butterfly, maybe something like that. I'm not certain. So whatever that was, it was a sticker of some kind. I'm going to end up putting all these down. And then after I get all this stuff down, I'm going to look and decide I need sequins. I just decide I need sequins. So let me get all this stuff glued down here. Oh, I'm still going to find that one more sticker that says practically perfect. I'm going to mess with it on the right-hand side. I almost tried to put it across the little framed head because I thought maybe I could, bring some stuff over there, but I decided against it. That's a little cupcake. I thought, well, what if I put that under and over and kind of mess with that for just a second? And then I thought, no, it actually looks kind of cute as part of the title. So it's a practically perfect Daydreamer is the title now. And I like this a lot. I will come back and put some foam underneath a few of these little stickers. I do like to put foam underneath little stickers. That little blue butterfly in the upper top up there. I'll put some under the edges of the cupcake. Another little butterfly that's next to the carousel horse. I'll put some underneath his little feet. A couple little flowers. But here's where I take my sprinkles, and I'll be honest with you guys, I dump way too many out. So in just a second, I'm going to cut off the camera because I go, holy cow, that's way too many. I still have quite a bit at the end, but I'll pick up quite a bit of them. So here they are all glued down, the ones I did keep, and I think this looks really cute. I'm not going to lie. I do like the layout, but I will do it differently next time. So that's my advice. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you check out the playlist. I'll have all the links and stuff below. I'm not even sure how many he's planned. It's quite a few, I think, but it's Follow a Sketch February. And I'm not going to do every day, but I'm going to try to do quite a bit of them. So just kind of watch for those, and we'll see you next time. Bye.